the goal for this look is to look like you are the light of his life, literally. You want to light up his whole world on the first date. Use this NYX Born to Glow Liquid Illuminator as my foundation. It's a drugstore product. You want to use something, at least one item that's drugstore, so you don't look like you're super high maintenance, even though you are. But ladies, if the man you're going out on a date with knows that you're using a drugstore product on your face without you even telling him, he might not be straight. Just saying. Not that there's anything wrong with that though. So I'm going to be using a Beauty Blender sponge because I want this to look really natural, and you want to make sure that you're blending it on like all over your face. You know, you want this to look realistic. And in case you're wondering why I'm wearing a blonde wig, men like blondes, and also blonde reflects a lot of light, like it looks lighter and brighter. So that's what you want to be. You want to be light and bright, and you want to flip your hair like this. Just get this motion down because you want to look carefree, because everybody loves a carefree girl. See how chill I look? Like I don't even care. Back to business. This doesn't look nearly radiant enough, so I'm going to say, forget the drugstore, let's go to the expensive stuff. So I'm going to take the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. This is the shade Moonstone. Put more of that on your Beauty Blender. I'm not going to be cheap with this, okay? This is much more like it. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep patting that in. You want to press into the skin until it becomes like one, like it has to like look like it's coming from within. So I'm just going to keep going until I'm really satisfied, just like in the bedroom. Only this time, I hope it gets me somewhere. And don't worry if you have any blemishes. Some people would say like don't put shiny stuff on a blemish, but honestly, like think of it positive. Men love it when girls think positive and are just really positive and not negative and don't complain. So if you have a zit and you put like, you know, all of this shimmery, shiny stuff on top of it, you want to think of it as like a mountain of hope and optimism. Then you want to highlight underneath the eyes, because if you have dark circles, like you want to add light to them. So I'm taking another really expensive product. This is from Becca. It's called the Shimmering Skin Perfector in Pearl. It's like just like the other thing that I use that I forgot the name of right now, because like I don't have a lot of time to, you know, sit and memorize things. So obviously I have a lot of dates to go on, because like I literally look, you know, more radiant than every other girl that exists. Like you want to make sure you're standing out. So see how that, like, just by putting that lighter shimmery shade like in the middle of our face really adds so much more dimension. Like, look at this. It's just so beautiful. Some people would say this looks sweaty, but like it's like, you know, you want him to think of you sweaty because it'll make him think of like situations where you guys can get sweaty together. All about subliminal messaging. So like, look at this. Isn't this such a pretty brush? I got it from Sonia Kashuk, but like they sold out, so I had to get it on eBay for like a lot more expensive than it actually is. But whenever you see products that are like not that expensive, but like people love them, buy a ton of them and sell them for like a lot more on eBay. This is just me letting you like know some business advice so that you can make money for yourself, just in case somehow all of this goes wrong and you don't snag yourself a rich man. Anyway, back to the tutorial. So I'm gonna be dipping right into this Oh Darling highlighter thing from MAC. And you don't want to be shy, like really like get in there, like show it who's boss. I'm just going to use this for like an all over setting powder. Don't forget to blend down onto your neck. Also, if you think that I'm not going to like continue all of this on the rest of my body, like you're watching the wrong tutorial. You must not know me, okay? Because listen, we're going to be glowing from head to toe, okay? But I'm not going to show you how to make your vagina glow because I don't want this video to get flagged. But don't forget your vagina. For contouring, I'm going to go into this Anastasia Glow Kit, and I'm going to take the color Golden Bronze, and I'm going to bring that right along the underside of my cheekbone. And the reason why girls contour is not just to look skinnier, but also to make your face look like it's permanently like this, because we know what else that looks like. And from now on, every time you contour and highlight, that's what you're going to think about. I'm here to enlighten the people, okay? So I'm going to also do a little bit of contouring on the sides of the nose, your jawline. And also get the double chin because you don't want to look fat. This looks a little unnatural, so I'm just going to blend it out a little bit just to make it like not have any harsh lines, because like you just don't want them. Perfect. Then to highlight the very tops of the cheekbones to really catch the light, because this is looking a little bit dull to me, I'm going to dip right into this Gator Wings shade that's from the Graveyard Girl palette from Tarte. I bet you when Graveyard Girl went on her first date with Dogman, she was definitely like really like wearing the same exact look, because only a look like this could get you a good guy. But you also want to make sure to like carve out like underneath your contour line just to make it look really sharp. Eyeshadow brush, this is the Sigma Large Fluff E50. I'm going to take that Gator Wings again, and I'm just going to like go right under, you see like right there. See how much sharper that makes your cheekbones look? That's what you want. Look how perfect. But again, don't forget to buff it out a little bit just to make it look like not so crazy. And also I like to make like my nose look a lot slimmer by putting the lighter shade like right kind of next to my contour, just like this, just to really make sure that it stays nice and bright. You don't want to look like, you want to look really well rested, like it looks like I slept forever. And that's what you want to look like. You want to look like you do nothing but sleep and like you're never stressed, because boys don't like stressed out girls. You have to be positive. So I think that's good, right? Like, do I look snatched? For blush, I'm going to use the Cindy Lou Manizer. Look how cute that is. It's like a nice peachy shade. Smile. Just on the apples of the cheeks and back. But I feel like I lost some of that highlight when I put my blush on, so I'm going to put more of that gator wings. Actually, hold on. I'm going to use my MAC Fix Plus, and I'm going to wet my highlighter brush. The gator wings wet because I just don't feel like we really like got anywhere with that highlight. Like, I swear this always happens when I film a tutorial. Like, it just doesn't come out like as strong as I want it to. Like, I'm sitting here trying to show you guys how to highlight, and you can barely see anything. Before we move on to the eyes, I'm just going to use my Fix Plus just to make sure that I'm like nice and so I'm going to start by laying down a primer just to make sure that everything like really stays in place, especially like if things get really heated up and steamy, like, you know, they probably will after he sees you in this look. Like, honestly, I don't know how anybody could keep their hands off of like a woman that just looks so glowy. For my eyeshadow, I'm actually going to pick up that gator wings. Like, it just looks so beautiful on the lid. Like, you still want to be like really subtle and stuff. And then I'm going to go into this like highlighting palette. It's the Manizer Sisters, aka Luminizers. This is from the Balm. And I'm going to use the shade called Betty Lou Manizer, which is like this really nice bronzy color. I'm just going to put that right in to like the socket. I'm going to do my brows. So for my brows, I'm going to be using this Revlon Photo Ready Eye Art. It's got like this really nice glitter on the side. I don't know what this color is called. Oh, Topaz Twinkle. I'm going to use this glittery side. Okay, so I had to zoom you guys in because like I don't think you were able to see the magic that was happening from like all the way back there. So I'm just putting this stuff all over my brows. So now I'm going to apply some mascara. This is from Ardency Inn, and I think it's called It's So Big or something like that. So hopefully, you know, that might relate to other things that like on your date. But anyway, if it doesn't, like, it's okay. Ew, like, look how clumpy my lashes are coming out. Like, I love how black they are, but like I accidentally put like way too much on this eye. Like, I wanted to think I'm a natural beauty. Then for the lips, I'm going to use Jeffree Star's liquid lipstick in Celebrity Skin. This is the perfect lip color for a date. I'm going to take this Now Broken, just going to take this Mary Lou Manizer from the Balm, and I'm going to put that right in the center of my lips here, just to make them look like really full. But of course you don't want to forget like the rest of your body. Like, you want to be glowing from head to toe, like a real goddess. I like to take the Lorac Tantalizer. It says it's a body bronzing luminizer. And I'm going to use this with this really expensive brush. It's called the Artiste brush. This is the Elite Oval 10, and I love to use this to apply my body bronzer. So, and really carefully, like, I know I shouldn't have worn white for this, but that's what washing machines are for. So this is basically just to make you look like you got back from vacation. Like, you want to look like you have a life and like also some mystery. Like, maybe you know somebody who like already took you on like a really nice romantic vacation. So like you want to show that like he's gonna have to like step it up if he really wants to impress you and stuff. And I'm going to try really hard not to get this like on my really nice choker from like whoiskylemoon.com. I'll put a link to that in the description box below. But like, I just don't want to get any of this like on the Swarovski crystal because that's like shiny enough. Like, it doesn't need a luminizer also. So then I'm going to pick up Champagne Pop again, and I'm going to do what probably Jaclyn Hill did when she went on a date with like her now husband. Are they married? Is that her husband? I don't know. But anyway, it looks like a successful relationship. So like, you want to use products from people that are in successful relationships because like that's what you want, right? Like on a date, you want it to go well. So I'm taking Jaclyn Hill's Champagne Pop and I'm putting it like right on top of the boob area, like right here, just to like make sure that the girls are front and center and like really looking juicy and delicious. And then I'm gonna do like a really like starving model pose like this, so I can get my collarbones to show, so that that way I could put my highlighter on there too, because you don't want to stop at just your face, guys. Like, it's about being the total package, so you have to make sure your whole package is packaged nicely. Like, you want to have it in nice packaging. Final spritz. So this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it really helpful. And if you liked it, give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe because you don't want to miss any more of my shenanigans. I know that I shared so many tips and tricks that you would have never heard from anybody else, but it's really important to me that I share my secret. Like, honestly, who else was going to tell you these things? You're welcome. See you soon. Bye.